everybody. Happy Friday night for a Big Brother Breakdown with Joleen, where we're going to talk live feed spoilers from Big Brother 27. So grab a beverage. Hopefully you're wearing something very comfy. Smash that like and let's get this party started.
If you like what you see, come and get it with me. I know you deserve all you want, 'cause your heart's made of gold, but don't wait till you're old. If you want it, I get you some.
We're back. It's Friday night and we're talking live feed spoilers with me, stand-up comedian and Big Brother superfan Joleen Lunzer. Let's start the show the only way we know how. Welcome to the Big Brother Breakdown with Joleen. Welcome to the BB Breakdown with Joleen. That's me. Hi, guys. How is everybody doing? Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Don't forget to smash that like. Yes, producer Prince was in the house, but he left. So, all right. He'll be back, I'm sure. He has to work a little bit more today. He's been kind of lazy. But so have I. Alrighty. We have so much to talk about the live feeds. So buckle up. I have a bunch of notes. We're going to try to get through it here. Buddy, thank you so much for the first super chat. If you want to support the channel further than liking or subscribing, you can do what Buddy did here. And you can send a super chat. And I will read your comments. So anything you want to say, put it in a super chat. Buddy says, I'm so sick of Winley. AKA Riley. Oh, I like Winley. He is a whiner. He was crying in the shower, you guys. And Catherine's like, what's wrong? He's like, because Catherine confessed that she's like, I really care about you, Riley. No one's ever cared about me like you've cared about me. And it's really nice. But she looked like someone was holding a pew-pew to her head when she said it. I'm just like, that's what it looked like to me. It looked like she was being forced to say it. Because remember, this is not a showman's, it is a hostage man's. Okay? That's what we're calling it over here. Because it's freaking creepy, you guys. This guy he's pretty creepy. Anita, I think you might be right. Anita Timmons says, I think Jimmy left the gas on in the house before he left. Because this house is crazy. Yeah, Winley. Cryly is a good one. The weeping weird. You guys are killing me today. I love it. Cryly, the weeping weirdo. I think that's a winner. We got ourselves a wiener there, you guys. All right, so let's have some fun. Remember, I'm very opinionated. That doesn't mean you have to have the same opinions or like the same people as me. You are welcome to sound off in the live chat or the comment section, and we can just respectfully agree to disagree. Like it's okay. We're going to be just fine. All right. And everything I say tonight is true, except for the parts that are false. Everything is alleged and for entertainment purposes only. Okay. Spoiler alert, spoiler alert. If you don't like spoilers, well, then you're not going to like this live. So see you later. But if you do, let's get started. Previously on Big Brother, we saw Zach go home, who was like furniture with nipples. I don't miss him. I don't think many people miss him, allegedly, except for Morgan, who won't stop crying about him. There was an HOH competition. It was some kind of quiz type competition where they had to go around the house and what color's this and how many of these or something like that. And your winner of the HOH is none other than Rachel Riley. Can you guys hear my sound effects tonight? I think Hype Man Husband Shell fixed it because I needed my sound effects, not just my little video things, but the actual sound effects. So let me know if you heard that applause because I love it. So Rachel frickin' Riley is the HOH. So suck it, haters. No, if you don't like Rachel, whatever. That's on you. You can do what you want. I'm happy that she won. Today, Rachel Riley had to make her nominations. All right? And she was being coy. But ultimately, I'll tell you who she nominated And then we will get to how she got to those nominations. Okay, so on the block for Rachel Riley's HOH, we have Vince, the mustachioed 35-year-old juggler with no job living in his parents' basement. We have Mickey, who's been crashing out. And we also have Morgan, the girl who won't stop talking about Zach, the furniture with nipples, who left yesterday with a power. How embarrassing. He's also been heard on interviews calling Ashley stupid. Who's stupid? Ashley, who's still in the house, or you, who's outside of the house pre-jury, sitting there alone with your nipples? And $10,000 that's going to be taxed at like 30% because you're in California. Welcome to America, buddy. So Mickey, Morgan, and Vince are on the block. And it's a good day to be a Big Brother fan. I woke up very happy. Very, very happy. I fell asleep to feeds, finding out that Rachel was the HOH. And today I've just been on the feeds. I took a quick break to go swimming with my niece. And I came back to the feeds and things are popping off. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's do it. Let me pull up. I don't know if let me just do this. So we got the Big Brother breakdown with Joleen. Stuff going on. Whew. All right. All right. Keanu was talking to Rachel today, and they were talking about Mickey, and Keanu said that Mickey had the most influence in the house, and he has no idea why. And he says, I don't respond well to authoritarian style of leadership. Okay. Now, even Mickey's own allies, Ashley, Will, have had this conversation with when did Mickey become a dictator? When did Mickey dive off the deep end? The first couple weeks, cool. It looked like Mickey had a social game. We were like, all right, I can get down with this chick. I can cheer for her. And then all of a sudden she took Riley's HOH, which was exciting. And then she's lost it. She's went off the deep end. Later in my notes, Ava has an explanation for this. And it actually, I think, pretty much sums up what's going on with Mickey. And thank you, Elizabeth, coming in with the super chat saying, let's be honest, there are two Rileys in the house. We want Riley, not Criley. Rachel is about to teach these newbies how to play Big freaking Brother. Yes, Elizabeth, she is. Okay. Morgan has been talking, as well as Mickey, talking mad shit on Kelly. Morgan was talking mad shit on Kelly to Ashley. She was like, ugh. Apparently, Kelly said something during the nomination ceremony to Mickey when she was nominated. Something like, I'll get there in my notes, but like, welcome to the club or some shit. Okay. And they were talking about how it wasn't a good idea. All right. Let me and my notes are kind of all over the place here, but okay. So Rachel wasn't really telling people what she was going to do, who she was going to nominate, but she started taking one-on-ones with people. Not everyone was looking for a one-on-one. Mickey actually didn't go to Rachel for a one-on-one. Rachel had to pull her. Now, the thing with Morgan and Mickey is they have been plotting against Rachel. Apparently, they are, according to Ashley, even though later she's going to lie to Rachel about it, but they were going around being like, we have to get Rachel out now. Ever since, the Jimmy eviction, ever since Rachel pretty much put Morgan in her place when it came to these noobs telling Rachel, don't worry, we're going to take you to jury. We want you in jury. And Rachel had heard that so often and heard that they just want her in jury. They don't want to take her any farther, or they don't want to play the game with her. They think they're going to drag Rachel Riley to jury so then that they have her knowledge and wisdom of the game, her experience to then use so that she can kind of guide people to pick the best winner. But a lot of these players have already decided no matter where Rachel ends up, no matter how she gets there, how she plays the game, how well, how bad, they will not vote for her. Mickey and Morgan are hell-bent on we will not vote for Rachel if she's in those final two. Zach actually, before he left, was talking to Mickey and Morgan about it. And Zach said that, well, if she makes it that far, I mean, I'd vote for her. And they were like, no, don't say that. Don't say that. How dare you say you'd vote for someone if you thought they played the best game getting to the end, because she's already won. And this is a crew of people that are like, you don't deserve it because you already had your chance. You already played. Well, maybe you guys should have just taken her out right away. If that was the case, that's what I don't understand about this cast. If you don't want Rachel Riley to have a chance to win twice and you don't even think she deserves to be there because she's already played, why didn't you just band together with the other people who allegedly think this and get her out of the game? That's not very good gameplay. The longer you leave her in, the better chance she has to get to the final two and to ultimately win the game. So you can just kick yourself in the ass now if it happens. And then if she does get to the end and you guys were too stupid to take her out, she does deserve to win. Because who keeps a returning player in this long? There are, obviously you can argue the positives of working with Rachel, learning from Rachel. But if you are so hell-bent on, I don't want her to win, I just want her in jury, that's stupid. Because the closer she gets to the end, the more likely she'll be at the end. Okay? So you could have taken her out. Dum, da, dum, dum. Realification, thank you for being a member for 51 months. Realification says, time flies when you're having fun. I sent you something to take Lucy and Frankie on a fun date. Thank you, Realification. That's so sweet. I only have them now until Wednesday. And then we fly back to Minnesota and I have to release my niece and nephew. I have to give them back to their parents. It's so not fair. Okay. We've had 2 fun-filled summer months together. And now Wednesday, I'm going back, but I get to go to the Minnesota State Fair. So I'm very excited. So if you're at the fair and you see me, say hi. Come say hi to me. I'll be shoving food in my face. Come say hi to me and my chins. Shine, thank you so much for being a member for 11 months. Shine says there is a Sky Daddy. Yes. Rachel's win proves that Sky Daddy is real. Allegedly, and for entertainment purposes only. Okay. So Rachel, again, not telling everyone, had some conversations with people. And the conversation that was the most interesting today, I will say, is the Mickey conversation. Mickey, again, talking mad shit. Mickey has been spiraling out. What's going on with Dave? Dave dog's barking. He's protecting us. Don't try to come here because my tripod, he'll get you. He'll get you every time. So Mickey was just not going to go talk to Rachel. And they have been paranoid android, that Mickey. And Morgan, again, she will not shut up since Zach left. Apparently, you guys, it's really embarrassing, okay? I'm going to tell you a story. Don't tell Morgan. I mean, she's going to find out about it, but don't tell her. Probably, well, go ahead and tell her, but we'll just keep it on the down low for right now. Apparently, when Zach left, he left a bracelet. And Morgan was going to give the bracelet to Lauren. But then she decided she was going to keep the bracelet for herself because Morgan has now built a case in the last 24 hours. But let's be honest, it's been building for a while. That Lauren is an awful person. She has no spine. And she did nothing to protect Zach. And Morgan did everything to protect Zach. And yet still, Zach chooses Lauren. Because she's perfect and she's beautiful and she's 22. But guess what? She didn't do dick for you to stay, Zach. I did everything. Me, Morgan. And now I'm paying for it because I'm on the block. Okay. I was the one fighting for you in this game. Lauren didn't do shit. And now she gets to sit pretty and not be on the block. So Morgan is, every chance she gets to tell us how much Lauren sucks for not protecting Zach. Actually, I have more respect for Lauren for playing her own game than being like you, Morgan, and simping out for some dude who doesn't even like you. It's so frustrating. I'm like, listen, Morgan, she keeps crying about Zach. Nobody cares. Like literally nobody cares that Zach is gone. He did nothing. He left with the power. Like how cocky, how stupid, just ridiculous to do that. Goodbye. Bye-bye. You got what you paid for. You got what you deserve. Go home now. Pre-jury. See you never. Thanks very much. Okay. But leave us alone. Leave us alone, Zach. The cockiness to leave. You could have taken yourself off the block and you didn't. So bye. Later, Gator. And it wasn't memorable like Marcellus. It was just dumb. You just repeated something and you did it worse all these years later. So bye. Morgan keeps the bracelet, right? Sharon Tharp, shout out to Sharon Tharp. She did an interview with Zach Hillbilly, and she told him, did you know that Morgan kept a bracelet? He was like, what? What do you mean? Kept a bracelet? She did. Here's his response to it. This one, it's just so embarrassing, Morgan. It is, how can I be more embarrassed for you than you are for you? I care more about how you look than you do, ma'am. So here's Sharon asking Zach, the furniture with nipples, who was evicted with a power, who's calling Ashley dumb. This is what he has to say.
I think Morgan found a bracelet next to your bed or something. Did you leave that for her, for Lauren? Did you leave that on purpose or no? She's like contemplating why this bracelet was left.
Is she really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I just like.
Tell me what.
I didn't leave it for anybody. It was literally like I just kind of left it there because it was getting like stretched out and kind of like old, and I just had made it before coming into the house, and it wasn't there for anybody. But I'm glad that did Morgan like wear it? I genuinely don't know. Did she like pick it up and keep it? Like what ended up happening?
I think she did. I haven't. This is breaking news. I don't know yet, but yeah, I think she's.
Morgan, I love you to death. I really do. I'm not laughing at the situation. I am like, that's hilarious.
He's like, I'm not laughing at the situation. I'm just laughing at you. This guy, if you can see it, I'll put it into a short, but Sharon Tharp posted it, I believe, on her Twitter, and he's cracking up like, oh my God, did she wear it? She kept it. It was like a piece of trash. I took a shit on it and she's wearing it. And Morgan thought, maybe he left it for me.
Because I just left the bracelet there next to my bed. I didn't want it. I didn't want it anymore.
Zach, you could have sold it on eBay or something.
It was a gross bracelet that was like becoming stretched. And I'm like, who would have wanted that? But clearly Morgan did.
He's like, it was like a gross bracelet that was clearly stretched. I was like, who would want that? Clearly Morgan did. Wow. Yeah, that's embarrassing. Morgan, you're going to have to shut up about this, man. He's literally laughing in your face. He left his garbage there and you thought it was for you and you kept it. And now what are you trying to avenge his honor because Lauren was at least smart enough not to ruin her game for him? Oh my God. And you're older. You're supposed to know better. Buddy, thank you for the super chat. Buddy says, this gay man hopes Queen Boobarella AKA Rachel wins the game. My nickname for her is said with love, Boobarella. I want to be Queen Boobarella. I can be Queen Hoodie-rella because I'm wearing a hoodie. Okay. I can do better. But do you know what I'm saying? Oh my gosh. So now Morgan, like, right, Auntie? Like, I'm embarrassed for her. But she's not embarrassed. She's like, I fought for him. And I'll always fight for him. And I miss him. I just wish he was here. He's just so fucking real. Nobody's as real as Zach. It's just like he deserved to be here. I'm like, oh, if I hear one more time who deserves to be here and who doesn't deserve to be here, I'm going to lose my shit. Okay? Because none of you people can say who deserves to be there and who doesn't deserve to be there. Because right now, like, none of you deserve to be there. It's kind of ridiculous. Oh no. Alarmed. How long until Morgan creates a Q-tip shrine to Zach? Oh no. That was so cringe. Paper, rock, scissors, Matt.
You know how I got up last second? Rock, paper, scissors. I was willing to do that. Thank you.
Oh, gross. Gross. No, thank you. Cheryl, thank you for the super chat. Cheryl says, I'm so happy Rachel won HOH. Her noms are so good. Agreed. I would love any of those three to go home. Me too. Hashtag me too. Queen Rachel really is going to teach these newbies what Big Brother's all about. I want Rachel to win. Thank you so much for the super chat and the comments. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my God. So Zach was just laughing, you guys, in Morgan's face. Oh God, it just keeps getting worse. So Morgan and Mickey have decided now that, you know, they had decided before the HOH, they had told Will, they had told Ashley, even Mickey was campaigning to Ava while Ava was trying to sleep during her HOH. Ava's like, my work here is done. Okay. A big player's going home finally. And so now I'm on a nap because Ava did the right thing. Honestly, normally if a player is just like sleeping a lot, I'm like, come on, get in the game. But Ava was hiding and doing the right thing because these people were spiraling. They stay up too late. Vince, Mickey, Morgan, spiraling, talking themselves into holes in their game, talking themselves into worse ideas than they had originally. So Ava was like, I'm going to bed, bro. I'm just going to go dream of Caleb and our matching faux fur jackets in New York City. And maybe one day I can open a coffee shop and I can have open mics there and watch movies. That's all I want. Okay. I don't need all this. But Mickey even went to Ava. Like the turn on Rachel was real. They were going to target Rachel. Rachel had become public enemy number one. We wanted her in jury, but now we don't want her for shit. Mickey was just like, oh my God, she's against me. Mickey really thinks like, I don't even know what Mickey thinks. She's lost it. She's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs now. So they had already been kind of setting Rachel up. And then Rachel wins the HOH, which not good for them. Okay. So Mickey, is talking shit. Even Will and Ashley are like, oh my God, she's doing so much. Like she's playing so hard and she doesn't need to because they're really trying to move forward with Mickey. So Will and Ashley and Mickey and Ava and then Rachel, like, let's move forward. Let's make some moves. Maybe a little Morgan on the side for a minute. Let's get everyone else out. But no, they had to jump the gun and go after Rachel. So Mickey, again, talking shiz, doesn't pull Rachel before Noms. Rachel pulls her. Rachel actually walks in, I think, when they're talking about her. And they're in the bedroom, the train bedroom with all the beds. And, like the bunk beds. And Rachel's like, she comes in wearing her red dress she's going to be wearing, this red sequence dress. Rachel brought all her vintage clothes, which I think it's so ridiculous that we had this America didn't vote for this, that Rachel's the worst dressed. Okay, there are some stinkers in there, but she brought her trader's outfits that she didn't get to wear, and she's doing the damn thing. She's dressing it up. I love it. Wearing gowns. And I don't believe anyone in America really voted for her to be gooed. And how dumb. It didn't do anything. So we could see it on BB Unlocked once every 3 weeks, a show that's going to show us a showmance that's not I'm sorry. I'm hating on BB Unlocked. And I want Taylor to keep this job, and God bless her and Daddy Derek. I don't want to put anyone out of work, but man, they could do so much. Not them, but the actual producers of the show. And make it weekly and show us things we actually care about. But I digress. Okay. So Rachel's like, can I talk to you? Mickey's like, yeah, sure. Sure, you can talk to me. So they go up in the HOH room, and this is when it starts getting good. Because Mickey is like, yeah, Rachel, she's just, she's faking the funk. She's like, yeah, I prayed. I manifested this for you. I prayed for this. Like she really wanted this to happen for Rachel. But then I think Mickey can tell that Rachel knows it's time now. Like she's heard from people that you were coming for her. All right. And she doesn't trust you. The trust has been broken. So Mickey's like, Rachel, can I ask you something? And you'll be honest with me? Rachel's like, sure. What? She's like, what's going on between us? Like, is everything okay? How do you really feel? Or something like that. And then Rachel tells her, well, all right. Then Rachel just wall comes down and she just spills it to her. And she says, listen, I feel betrayed by you. Honestly, I do. Because ever since Jimmy's left, it really hasn't been the same. Because that's how Mickey kind of invited her into this conversation. She was like, so since Jimmy's left, it really hasn't felt the same between us. And I want to know how you feel now. And Rachel's like, I feel betrayed. I feel betrayed. And I feel that you iced me out afterward. And you wouldn't even let me cook. Because remember, something is going on in this house where Morgan and Mickey are punishing people with food. It's really sick. It's very sick and twisted, actually. The more you think about it and the more we get into into the day and everything that happened and all the references to like food punishment, and not by Big Brother, but by Mickey and Morgan. Apparently, Mickey had just decided that Rachel can't cook. Nope, we're cooking. Rachel can't make her citrus salmon. Mickey even made grilled cheese sandwiches for everybody. I don't know if you guys remember, we talked about this previously. And purposely said she was going to make food for everyone except for Rachel. Because she's like, oh, Rachel's turning on me? Well, I'm not cooking for her. I'm purposely going to make grilled cheese for everybody except for Rachel. And then eat it in front of her. And guess what she did? She made grilled cheese sandwiches for everyone and then ate it in front of Rachel. And Rachel knew what she was doing because Rachel said, I knew she was doing this and icing me out and punishing me this way with food because she did the same thing to Keanu and told me about it. So this is apparently Mickey's go-to now is she will cook for everyone in the house except for you. Now, some might say, well, Rachel can just cook for herself. But Rachel enjoys cooking for everybody. She also is always cleaning the house and doing it for everybody, no matter if she likes them or not. So Rachel felt this and had to sit there and watch Mickey eat this grilled cheese. Like, And then Ashley was eating a little bit. And Rachel's like, can I get a chip? And so Rachel, so this eventually comes up. Okay. Now, so when Rachel says she feels betrayed and that Mickey iced her out, grilled cheese sandwiches called, okay, and that she wouldn't let Rachel cook, kicked her out of the kitchen, Mickey says that, oh my God, no, I just genuinely thought getting rid of Jimmy was best for my game and those around me. Because Rachel said, I feel like I talked to you when you overtook Riley's HOH and I gave you advice like you asked for and you didn't consider any of it. And you went after Jimmy and that directly affected my game negatively and you didn't care. So if we're allies and we're working together and we're as close as you say we are, why would you get rid of Jimmy? Why would you take nothing I say into consideration and instead go on to protect the guy that you took the HOH from and his girlfriend who you didn't have a working relationship with at the time? Why even overtake his HOH? Again, I'm adding my own little bit here, but if you're, why didn't you just let Riley be HOH? And you know, because people told you, including Zach, that Riley was going to put you up. But here you are going after Rachel. Anyway, so Rachel's like, yeah. Mickey's like, no, I did that. Because Rachel, I thought it'd be best for all of our games. And Mickey told her that things have been misconstrued. Not misconstrued. She said misconstrued. And I think that wasn't even a slip up of words. I think that better explains it. Things are misconstrued when it comes to Mickey. Because she's screwing everything up. Angie, thank you so much for the super chat. Angie says, LOL, we really thought for a moment Mickey's missed right would work on Rachel. Thank the BB gods we saw right through her. My panic was real. Angie and I tweeted back and forth at each other because while this conversation is happening, Rachel is talking to Mickey, but it's about time for her to go give her noms. And it seemed pretty clear that Rachel was most likely going to put Mickey on the block. We were waiting for like a Morgan, Mickey, most likely Vince, you know, putting those noms up. But Mickey was in there putting in work. And there was a moment where I think a lot of us online were like, oh shit, Mickey is going to talk her way off the block. Because she cried. She said, oh no, everything's just misconstrued. Misconstrued. So Mickey and Rachel talked forever. It was amazing how the producers, how long they let them talk and they pushed back the nomination ceremony. Because we saw when Jimmy was going to be renommed, they woke up at like 6 a.m. They're like, time for the POV ceremony. Let's go. Let's renom Jimmy. They didn't even give Jimmy a chance to like find out, to talk to them. Even when they did give him the heads up, they just rushed their way through it. And so it seemed like, oh, do the producers want this conversation to go on this long? Do they want Mickey to remain in the game? Do they want Mickey to convince Rachel? And Rachel's doing a pretty good poker face to where I was even for a little bit like, I think Mickey might have got to her because she talked to her for a long time up there. But something in the back of my head was like, no, I know Rachel. We know Rachel. We've seen her play. She's not going to forget. She's got a long memory. She still hates Nicole Franzel, and I don't even remember why. But I'm like, probably makes sense. Rachel will not forget. All right. So they're talking. Mickey cries, like I said. She's like, Rachel, I really do love you. And I've told you stuff that I haven't even told my parents. I'm like, what? Okay. What? Oh, I guess that's closeness. And Rachel's like, well, I just feel betrayed, Mickey. You didn't even consider my game when you got rid of Jimmy. And then they bring up the grilled cheese sandwiches. And I was like, oh, shit. Rachel's like, I know. You made like grilled cheese sandwiches. There was grilled cheese sandwiches. Mickey's like, I'm not betraying you. I don't want to betray you. I want you here. I love you, Rachel. And I'm like, oh, shit. Rachel's getting teary-eyed. And Rachel's like, you wouldn't let me in the kitchen. The grilled cheese sandwiches. I feel like you're icing me out. And Mickey's like, no, I want you in the kitchen. Listen, Morgan can't even cook that good. Okay. So you got to get in the kitchen. Then they both laugh. Morgan, what a dumb bitch. Like any chance Mickey gets to throw Morgan under the bus, she takes it. And I feel like chances that Morgan gets to throw Mickey under the bus, she takes it. They're like the worst friendship. They're truly the definition of frenemies. When they have a mutual person to hate, they could be quite strong. But then they just turn on each other through petty jealousy and male attention. It's very fun to watch. Not really. You guys, it's actually quite fucking horrible. Okay. So, Rachel says she feels like Mickey didn't take anything, like I was saying, that Rachel was telling her about getting rid of Jimmy into consideration, and that she feels like she lost a great person in Jimmy, and she truly trusted him, and that her allies keep leaving the game, and that she feels like she's on an island by herself. And then Mickey interrupted and said, Keanu told me that you told him that you feel like you're on an island by yourself. Yeah, Keanu. Mickey immediately starts throwing Keanu under the... Keanu told me that. He did. He told me that too. And he told me that. And Keanu, yeah. And he said this. And he talked shit about Brendan. No, she was just everything. She's like, and then Keanu did this. And then later, Mickey and Morgan both kind of brag about how they threw Keanu under the bus. Now, granted, Keanu's messy. So it's a lot of things they're saying about Keanu, believable. Unfortunately, Keanu beat them to the punch in a lot of ways and already told Rachel this stuff. So a lot of the dumb shit Keanu does or says to people or information he shares that he shouldn't, that comes from Rachel, he then owns up to and is like, and she's like, Keanu, are you serious? And he's like, I just thought I would tell everybody everything. That'd be a good idea. Huh? I know you've played this a few times, but I win vetoes. So who's the strategist? And Rachel's like, me. More so than you. You're the muscle. You're the comp beast. I'm the strategist. Know your role. So Keanu has kind of already admitted to a lot of this stuff, but Mickey, she don't really know the relationship that Keanu and Rachel have, which is very dysfunctional, but yet is working in a way. Okay. So Mickey's like, yeah, Keanu told me that, and that you're on an island. And that's why the Heavy Hitters was created, which he said that you, Rachel, said included me, Mickey. All right. And it was created to get you out. But weren't you in it? And Rachel's like, that's crazy. I never said that. Rachel cries to Mickey. And Mickey says, I do love you. And I don't want to or Rachel says to Mickey, I do love you, Mickey. And I don't want to make a big mistake in this game or lose a friend. And then the feeds kept cutting. And I was like, ugh. Or they would go like all 4 cameras on Ashley and Morgan talking. And it was just like, let us finish this, please. And then when it went back to Rachel and Mickey, they were both crying. And I'm like, oh, shit. Oh, she's getting her with the emotions. It's the Mickey mist. Good God, realification. Thank you for the super chat, realification. The Mickey mist are Vince's farts. They're his toots. It's his gas. He's got a little bit of gas and he sprays it on the house. Probably Keanu's farts. But yeah, probably Vince. Mm-hmm. Keanu needs to go to bed. He keeps talking. Yeah, he keeps talking to the lip. Keanu thinks Vinny the Lip Panera Bread is great for his game and great for Rachel's game. And I'm like, what? Okay, if you want to use him for a little bit, sure. But you don't got to, Rachel's like, you don't got to tell him everything I tell you. And he's like, or maybe I do. Maybe I do. Oh, I don't know how Rachel is so patient with Keanu. But here we are. All right. So they're both crying. Mickey's telling Rachel, that she values her so much. And she values Rachel's opinion, and not just because of the game, but because Rachel has things that Mickey wants in life. Rachel's life is #goals. And Rachel says, I respect you too, Mickey. And you have things I want for my life. Okay. Rachel tells, Mickey, we'll get you a man, and then you can help me get my business going. And Rachel has this dream of opening, I think, a tea shop, and it's going to be called like Reality. And she's going to sell tea and then also have it decorated with the reality show she's been on. And she's also going to sell vintage dresses or clothes or something. So she wants Mickey to help her with that. And then she'll help Mickey find a man. So this conversation was I was like, producers, let's get to the nomination ceremony. Mickey's talking her way off the block. So, Mickey tells Rachel, Rachel, you're so blessed. Okay. And then she apologizes to Rachel and says she should have came to her when she heard about that Rachel was coming for her. Rachel said she just thought, when she heard that Mickey was targeting her, she said, yeah, she probably is. I guess why wouldn't she target me? I don't know. Mickey said she never looked Rachel's way ever. Well, we all know that's not true. Mickey also told Rachel that without Rachel and Will, no one there really understands her. Mickey's like, I'm so grateful for you and Will because you get me. We're like older. And she's, Morgan. And then she throws Morgan under the bus. She's like, Morgan does a little bit, but it's like Morgan. Like, who cares? God. But she's mostly Rachel and Will. And then Morgan, I guess. Whatever. Annoying. And then she says that she was so happy when Rachel won HOH. And Rachel said, I didn't think you were very happy, Mickey. And she's like, because it didn't seem like you were. I didn't even think you were going to come talk to me before nominations. And that's why I went and pulled you out of the room to talk to you. And Mickey was like, yeah, I probably wasn't going to come talk to you. I'm like, oh my God, Mickey, this is bad game. This is really bad game that you just weren't going to talk to her. Oh my gosh. Mickey tells her, no, I'm really happy that you won this because you needed this. All right. And I said that to you last week, Rachel, that you needed this because, and I mean it, because you needed to see your kids and see your husband. And then Mickey brings up, maybe this can be a reset for us, Rachel. And they talk about Rachel's letter from Brendan because in her HOH basket, Brendan wrote her a letter. And he was just like, oh, we love you so much. You can do this, babe. We're home missing you, babe. Since you've been gone. I can't breathe for the first time. I'm so moving on. No, he didn't write that. But he was just like, I love you, the love of my life. 15 years, married. We got kids. All right. We got little agoraphobia and little Arkansas. They can't wait till you get home, girl. Hurry up. No, Rachel's kids have cute names like Adore or something, but they start with an A and I can never remember them. So agoraphobia and Arkansas are doing great. They miss their mom, but they know their mom is kicking ace. All right. Rachel goes, yeah, Brendan's a good man. And Mickey says, yeah, Brendan's a good man. He is. So then Mickey says, people are just intimidated by you, Rach. They don't know how to talk to you. So when they say they want to see you in jury, because they talk about the jury situation, it's not because they just want to leave you in jury. Okay. Being in jury with Rachel Riley is a flex. Mickey's straight kissing her ass. Now she's like, all around there's the whole ass. Okay. And Mickey says, I want everyone in jury. I want you and Ashley and Will, maybe Morgan. I don't know, kind of a bitch. And so me saying I want you in jury doesn't mean that I don't want you to win the game. Mickey says the only people that she's ever heard being different or not watching, being indifferent or not watching Rachel, not wanting Rachel in jury, Jimmy and Keanu. What a coincidence. The guy you got rid of during your HOH and Keanu, who you're throwing under the bus, who you want to move the target to. Then the cameras cut to Morgan talking to Ashley and Will. And Morgan, she starts talking about how, she can't be a bitch because Morgan has the Zach-itis where she thinks she's just like selfless and great. And she's like, I'm probably a pushover. I'm probably so nice. I'm probably too nice, but I'm really pissed off at everything. Morgan tells Ashley and Will that, Vince isn't looking at either of you because heaven forbid Morgan just campaigned for herself. She has to play for a man. It's so ridiculous. She has to be captain, save a penal hoe. Like she's always playing for the penis. She's like, just so you know, Vince isn't coming for you. And it's like, Vince is not campaigning for you, Morgan. I wish Morgan could see how these men wouldn't. No, they'd be like, oh, we miss our vote, Morgan. But other than that, they're not playing for you like that. But every chance she gets, she's like, just so you know, Vince isn't looking at either of you. He's a good guy. He's a good man. He's great. Have you seen him twirl his mustache? It's amazing. Okay. He knows a lot about craft beers and not working and charging up credit cards, allegedly. All right. And he has a killer flat iron, just the right amount of heat before you burn your hair off. He doesn't even need a heat protectant before he does it. It's awesome. Like she's just talking up Vince. And I'm like, girl, you're going to probably go on the block. And again, like I said, Morgan playing her game for a man who's now Vince. Back to Rachel and Mickey. Rachel straight up said, Mickey, I get scared. Like, I think after what you did to Jimmy, would you do that to me? Would you do me like you did Jimmy? And Mickey again is like, oh no, I gave Jimmy chances. Okay. But, we were having conversations, and these conversations that I have with him, they were like causing issues. They were getting back to me from people. And I just noticed that it was a theme. And then the cameras cut again. And it went back to Morgan, who's now complaining to Ashley and Will still. And then Keanu interrupts. As Morgan is telling Will and Ashley that Keanu straight up lies and lied on her. Keanu's like, oh my God, I had to get away from Catherine and Riley because they're tickling each other. I'm like, are you sure he's not strangling her? You're not supposed to tickle the neck. But okay, fine, whatever, fine. We have to make jokes about the hostage mans because they're just letting it happen. But he said that when Riley gets tickled, I think Keanu's exact words when he described how Riley is when he gets tickled is he sounds like a slasher or a serial killer. And he screams like, ah! Oh, that's, on brand, but also like very creepy.
Oh my God.
So he's like, I had to get away from them. They're just having a tickle fight, or she may be screaming for help. I don't know. Either way, Riley's doing most of the talking, so can't tell. So he's in there, and they start talking about how quiet it is without Zach, even though that house was really loud today. Kelly, Riley, super loud, screaming. I could hear them as Rachel was talking in the HOH room with people. During her conversation with Mickey, you could just hear them screaming down there. They all talk about, without Zach. And I'm just thinking, I am so happy Zach left. Like I, as a viewer, as a fan, as a Big Brother super fan, players like Zach are so boring. And I'm so glad that he went home with the power. If you're not going to use it, go home. If you don't know how to play Big Brother, see ya. At least know enough to play a power to save your ass. Like that's like the bare minimum you can do for your game. Okay, because your nipples can't always save you, which is what we learned. Realification, thank you so much for the super chat. Realification says neither Morgan nor Mickey will be voted America's favorite player. I don't think so. All the polls I've seen where they do, the player polls, it's like Riley, Morgan, and Mickey at the bottom. And I think Morgan and Mickey are below Riley the creepy serial killer guy.
What?
Yeah. I mean, it's bad. Morgan and Mickey are in for like such a rude awakening if things don't change. So again, just talking about Zach, and I'm just like, every ounce of my being is so happy that that man is gone. So boring. I don't miss Nipples McGee is basically what I'm saying. Then Keanu, and Morgan, or Keanu tells Will and Morgan and Ashley, I think then he leaves or something. And I don't know, Morgan's talking about saying that maybe Keanu said they were too emotional or Rachel's too emotional, and that he doesn't want her in jury and that they didn't know what to say. He either said it about Rachel or I couldn't keep up. They're just always talking shit. So I'm like, whatever, below Riley realification. That's bad. All right. Back to Mickey and Rachel. Mickey's telling Rachel that she doesn't think Vince would ever come for her.
What?
This is like the lie that's being spread to Rachel all day. Keanu tells her this because he wants him to stay in the game. Mickey tells her this because she wants Vinny to take Rachel out and to possibly stay in the game. Ashley, well, I don't know if Ashley told her this, but it's just being said to Rachel, and it's not true. Vince, since day one, he's like obsessed with her, but also wants to get her out. He wants to, like, I don't know what it feels like to have a job, and his job would be getting rid of Rachel, I guess. Who knows? So she's like, I don't think Vince would ever come for you. He was just intimidated by you. He doesn't see you as a threat. What? Yes, he sees Rachel as a huge threat. He's terrified of her. He's shitting his skinny jeans and his scary jeans every time she's around. Every time he hears Rachel said his name, he's like, he's terrified. He loses mustache hairs. Like he's picking them out with anxiety. But okay. Mickey then brings back Jimmy. She feels like Jimmy leaving didn't hinder anybody in the house or their game. And she felt like Rachel still has all of them, and she made the decision for everybody. Because remember, Mickey, she's very much like Zach, very much like Morgan, very selfless, never does anything for herself. She took Riley's HOH for her friends. She's helping out her friends. She got rid of Jimmy for her friends, not for herself. She made that decision for everybody. Okay? She's just, she's so great. And Rachel's like, no, Mickey, that was for your game, not for mine. Okay? That could not, Mickey's like, no, everybody. And Rachel's like, no, it didn't benefit my game, taking Jimmy out of the game. I don't think it benefited yours either, but here we are. Mickey's like, no, I didn't think him leaving. I don't think it hindered the majority. What? Mickey said, you gave me two recommendations, Rachel, while I was HOH. Okay. You gave me Ava, which we know is code for Rachel, because Rachel had that moment of weakness or gameplay, we don't know yet, where she was like, if you guys are just using me till jury, just take me out. Just put me up. And if I win the BB blockbuster, fine. But if I don't, they'll just go home with my kids. Because I don't want to just sit in jury if you guys are just like dicking me around, trying to use me for my knowledge, and then throw me first in jury. And then, so she says, Ava. And then she also said, and Vinny. And I said, hell no to Ava, because that was code for Rachel. And Rachel said, okay, maybe let's not say Ava, because I don't want her to hear it and think I was actually talking about Ava. And Mickey's like, okay, sure, whatever. And Mickey tells Rachel she's sorry if Rachel felt that way, that she wasn't looking out for Rachel's game too, or that, she was not taking her thoughts into consideration while working together, because she doesn't want her to think that Mickey would make decisions that would hinder Rachel's game. She's like, I don't want you to think that about me, Rachel. Mickey said there's less people, but they're louder. So they just got done saying in the other room that it's quieter. And now Mickey's like, there are less people in this house, but they are loud as hell. I do have to say, I agree with Mickey on this one. They're so loud. And Mickey's like, I'm so annoyed. And you can hear Riley and Kelly like screaming downstairs. And it's crazy. Rachel asks Mickey then if she thinks they could restart. So now Mickey's brought up the restarting. Rachel's brought up the restart. And I'm like, shit, they're going to restart. Oh God. Because I know it's very disingenuous. And it's probably better for Rachel to just put her on the block. So Mickey's like, yeah, I would like to restart with you, Rachel. I would like that, especially because I'm cool with your people and you're cool with my people. And I think she thinks Rachel's people are only Kelly and Keanu. And then Mickey's like, thinks her people are Ava, Morgan, well, kind of Morgan, Will, Ashley. So she's like, your people are cool with my people and my people are cool with your people. Mickey's like, yeah, let's restart, Rachel. But I'll be honest with you. I know you're closest to Keanu, but I don't trust Keanu. And Rachel says, yeah. And you told me that Kelly told you that I thought you were trying to ice me out because Mickey is throwing Kelly and Keanu under the bus and mentioned that the reason she knew about Rachel being upset about the grilled cheese, the ice out of the grilled cheese, was because once Rachel told Kelly that, Kelly ran and told Mickey. So Mickey's like, Kelly's a mess. And she's telling your business, like about the grilled cheese. Mickey tells Rachel, you have people. You're not on an island by yourself. I hope you know that, Rachel. I hope you know that. But it's coming off. It just doesn't. It's there. You can tell there's tension between the two of them. So it's coming off so disingenuous. Mickey said, let's start over and let's start strategizing together. Because I've been strategizing by myself and it's not fun, to be honest. No, you've been talking too much, Mickey, to like everybody and gunning for Rachel and getting paranoid. And it's weird. Mickey asked Rachel what she would like to see happen. And Rachel said she honestly doesn't know. Rachel wishes she had a clear path, but she feels like it changes so much. And right then I'm like, oh my God, I think she's not going to put Mickey up. Mickey said she thought she's like, can I tell you something, Rachel? I really thought I had the mental fortitude to be in this game, but I was misconstrued. No, she says, I thought I had the mental fortitude to be in this game. And I'm not saying that I don't, okay? But it breaks you down a little bit. And Mickey said she's been feeling it more and more for the last 2 weeks. And we're like, yeah, we know.
What?
Yeah.
No.
We've seen that happen. You went completely cuckoo. We can tell, Mickey. She says, at the end of the day, Rachel, whatever you do today, I'll respect your decision. I will respect your HOH. And I respect you. So whatever you do, I understand. And Rachel says, can you tell me everything Keanu said again? And they both laugh. And then Mickey starts to list the things she's heard from Keanu in order, just throwing Keanu under the bus. Morgan, then the camera goes back to Morgan, who's still, say it with me, class. What do you think she's doing? She's still talking about Zach. So Morgan's like, there's so much of me that wish Zach was here. Fuck, man. It makes me mad. Because no offense to Lauren, but you're so hung up on the perfect girl, Zach, that you don't see the person fighting for you to stay. And that's me, 30-some-year-old Morgan, the model, and #gamergirl. Find me on Twitch and YouTube. But first, subscribe to Joleen Lunzer. Thank you so much. Give her the subscriptions. So she's like, you're just so hung up on the perfect girl that you don't see what's right in front of you. And it's me. I'm a size 0 too. No, she didn't add the size 0, but you know what I mean. She's like, I was fighting for you to stay. And she even mentions that she's saying this, I think, to Ashley. She says, and not even on like a pick me level, but for real. I was throwing my game to the side for that man. And Lauren did nothing. And Ashley's like, yeah. And then they kind of shit talk Lauren for a little bit. And I'm like, Morgan is still fucking crying over Zach. She's crying to Ashley. Oh my gosh, woman. Seriously. He's just not that into you. He loves Zay. Allegedly. They've already been on a FaceTime. The first person, allegedly, that man called when he got out of the house was Zay.
You're freaking massive, bro. Keanu's obviously big as hell. He's just a really strong, fit guy, and I like that. Dude, I know.
And I like that.
He doesn't just like Keanu. He likes a really strong, fit guy that might allegedly be Zach too. All right. And I like that. and he likes the tears. It's too much, you guys. Ashley is hugging Morgan, telling her it's okay. Morgan's like, it's not even on a pick me level, okay? But, you know, he's just so hung up on the perfect girl. He's not even looking at the girl who's fighting for him to stay. Ashley says, well, I mean, he's young. And that's what young guys do. They just have this image of what they think they want in a girl. And they go with that. Even though, let's be honest, he laughed more when he was around me and you, Morgan, and Will. I'm like, did he laugh with Morgan? I'm pretty sure he was laughing at her like he's doing now with the bracelet. But okay. Okay, Ashley. She's like, he laughed way more around us than he does with Lauren. Well, Lauren, it just takes her a long time to tell a joke because she talks really slow. And she hasn't reached her punchlines yet. Give her time. Let her cook. Like my little niece says, let her cook. So Morgan then okay. So is that Mickey or Morgan? Told Kelly that Morgan or Mickey is throwing. Oh, no. So I think it was Mickey more about the grilled cheese sandwiches. Rachel apparently told Kelly, like I said, that Mickey was icing her out. Didn't make her grilled cheese sandwich. And okay. And then Rachel tells Mickey, like, look, I know you don't trust Keanu, and I'm not besties with Keanu. I mean, I'd like to be, but if he's lying on me like you say he is, Mickey, how can I be besties with him? Mickey says that she thought getting rid of Jimmy would allow, she's back to Jimmy, would allow everyone to have more of a clean game. Because you know Jimmy, he's dirty. Want to get rowdy. Want to get a little more rowdy. Get it fired up in a hurry. Okay. So she's like, I thought everyone could have a clean game. A Christ-like game. No, she didn't say Christ-like, but she did say a cleaner game. She was cleaning up the house. Okay. And not as messy. But since Jimmy has left, Mickey says it's gotten messier. And she says it doesn't make sense. And I was thinking, Mickey, just go look in the fucking mirror. Because it's you. It's you. Hi. You're the problem. It's you. Excuse me. Mickey tells Rachel, yeah, I was close to Jimmy personally, but not game close. We weren't game close. Weren't you in a final three? Didn't he say he would never put you up? Yeah, like during his HOH, did he kind of go cuckoo too? But he still didn't put you up, did he? No, he didn't. Okay. Oh, God. Okay. So, Morgan, it's going back and forth, you know, cutting out of the HOH room. So apparently Morgan told Lauren that she'd put her up as a pawn. I think we talked about this previously. And that upset Lauren because Lauren's like, what? Why would you even say that? Like, you haven't even won. Like, what's going on? And since Lauren wasn't responsive to that, since she wasn't like, oh, awesome, I would love to be a pawn. That sounds great. Thank you so much. Mickey or Morgan's like, yeah, she's like so fake. It's crazy. She didn't do anything for Zach. She sucks. Then Mickey denies that she was setting Rachel up somehow. This was at like around 3 p.m. Pacific time. I wrote in my notes, go to timestamp 2:58 to see what Rachel and Mickey were actually referencing. But she said something, were you setting me up? Rachel asked this to Mickey. Mickey denies it. It was some conversation they had in the HOH room when other people were around. And Mickey asked her a question and they both laugh. And Mickey tells her, oh, you're being paranoid, Rach. Rachel doesn't understand why everyone is so obsessed with Vince. Me neither, Rachel. I don't understand it either. Rachel's also confused about Zach because Mickey said that Zach told her that Rachel said Mickey was targeting him. Rachel's now confused because she doesn't know who to believe in this game. And she told Mickey, wow, you think, no, Rachel says she wants to talk to Kelly and ask her, you know, why is she saying the things she is? Why she's telling people that Rachel felt iced out and all these things. And she's like, I want to talk to her, you know? And Mickey's like, well, I don't know if you should talk to her about all these things. And Rachel's like, well, this seems, again, Mickey, if I can't ask Kelly what the heck's going on and why she's talking behind my back, it seems like you're, again, only looking out for your own game and not for me as your ally. Because I need to know if I can trust Kelly or not. And you're saying I can't, but if I can't even confirm it with her and find out why she did this, and Mickey's just like, well, I mean, Kelly, she's not dumb, Rachel. She knows that last week you were trying to get rid of her. And Rachel's like, well, yeah, I wanted Jimmy to stay over her. I wasn't actively like, yeah, Kelly should go. I just wanted Jimmy to stay. Rachel says, I was also trying to campaign for Amy to stay over Kelly when Amy was on the block. So am I just supposed to like let my friends go for Kelly? And Mickey just says it makes her sad that Rachel thinks she doesn't have a home in the game, that she feels like she's on an island. Mickey keeps bringing this up. She's really driving this home. And Mickey and Rachel, you know, they keep kind of going back and forth in this, whether Rachel's on an island. Like Keanu said, she felt like she was. And Rachel says, well, no, I feel like I have a home with like Ashley and Ava and Will. And so, yeah, I feel like I have a home, I think. And Mickey's like, yeah, because it's really sad to think that you don't think you have a home. Rachel's like, no, I feel like I have a home with them. I mean, it's you, Mickey, that she doesn't feel like she has a home with. Hello. Rachel says in season 13, she felt like she did have some people she could work with, you know, the season she won, and trust. And then this season, she feels like she had a real friend or real friends, and then they went home one by one. And it's just been hard. And Mickey's like, we don't have to feel alone. I didn't know you felt like that. Oh my God. And this is where I feel like this conversation is starting to take a turn, where Mickey was winning Rachel over maybe a little, but now Rachel's looking at her sideways like, why do you keep mentioning this home thing? Like, this is when Mickey are feeling on an island, or that you have all these people and I only have Kelly and Keanu and I can't trust them. And this is where Mickey's doing too much and she overtalks and she stays too long. She wears out her welcome. And this is where I start getting the feeling like, oh shit, this conversation might actually now be doing the opposite of what Mickey was hoping it would do. Save her, but now Rachel's seeing through her bullshit and her fake niceties and her kind of passive aggressive, like, oh God, you're not alone. You know, some of my very good allies and people, they like you too, Rachel, sort of, kind of. Yeah. So I'm like, oh shit. Because if you give Mickey long enough to talk, she will talk her way in circles and then talk her way down into a ditch, into a hole, and get herself in trouble. So Mickey keeps telling Rachel, I don't want you to feel alone. I don't want you to feel alone. I want you to feel alone. Like, she's just saying it too much as I'm listening to this. And she's not alone, is what Mickey tells her then. Like, you're not alone. And Rachel's like, yeah, okay. And she's like, listen, Rachel, you're not alone. And I know that you are Rachel. You're a TV queen of our era. And Mickey tells her, I feel like, this is when Mickey even says, I feel like I might have said more than I should have, and it might bite me in the ass, but I trust you, Rachel, and I trust that you're not going to say anything I've been telling you for the past, what feels like 10 hours. Okay. And then the feeds cut to dogs and it's nominations time. And there was like, that's only scratching the surface of what they were talking about, crying about, and Mickey just seeming like she's making progress and then staying too long. And Rachel going, what? Huh? What's going on? So when we come back, when the feeds come back, we have our nominations: Morgan, Mickey, Vince. Morgan is crying alone. Oh my God. Like, seriously. Talking to herself, you guys, it just keeps getting worse. Like, it's just so embarrassing. And I don't want this for Morgan. As messy and dumb as she's playing, I don't want this for this woman. I don't want this for any woman. Okay? Maybe her a little bit now that she's being so weird. But you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, oh God, this is cringe. This is cringe. So she's crying over Zach. So she's crying alone and talking to herself, you guys. And she's like, God, I want Zach to forgive me. I hope he forgives me. He's just such a good guy. And I just work so hard for him. And he just, like, Lauren didn't do shit. And she's got no spine. And I fought for him. And that's why I have this bracelet. This raggedy bracelet he forgot to throw in the trash. But I think he left it for me. And I really want Zach to forgive me. I just really want him to forgive me. And I'm like, oh my God, just kill me. Like, I'm done. This is over. I can't. Just, ugh.
That's so weird.
Yes, Ava, it's so weird. Ashley is then talking to Will and Ava, wondering why they're not splitting up the showmance. Ashley's very bothered by that. She's like, why aren't Riley and Catherine going on the block? That's 2 people. It's 2 votes. They control the game. And Rachel did have a conversation with both Riley and Catherine this morning. It was kind of cringe in her HOH room. And she's like, you guys, you just remind me so much of me and Brendan. And I'm rooting for you guys because I root for the showmance. Maybe I shouldn't. But I can tell you guys are falling in love. And I'm like, no, Rachel, no. And I'm in love. And there's going to be so many opportunities for you guys outside of this house. And me and Brendan have been together for 15 years. And we have 2 kids, you know, Atlas and Alabaster. And they're so great. And that could be you. And I'm rooting for you guys. And I don't know why we haven't been on the same page or working together. Riley's like, me neither. I've been busy crying and jacking off in the shower in front of everybody, allegedly. Okay. And Rachel's like, yeah, because we should definitely, we could work together. Okay. Just remind me so much of me and Brendan. I'm like, oh my God, just please, Rachel, I love you, but you need to stop. Okay. Brendan never struck me as a Hills Have Eyes serial killer. Okay. Brendan wasn't pouting and getting mad at you when you weren't touching his penis. Okay. Brendan wasn't slapping his dick against his own thighs in the shower that we knew of.
What are you doing?
It's worse every day. I feel like we're in a dystopian nightmare and no one is doing anything about it. I don't understand how he's able to get away with the things he gets away with.
Me neither. Hashtag me neither. Okay. So Ashley's like, we should have put them up. And I would have liked Riley could go on the block too. I mean, I don't like that guy. I don't like watching that guy, but here we are. Okay. Mickey is pissed when the feeds come back. She's like, I'm not being nice to Kelly anymore. Kelly can kiss my ass. Apparently Kelly, you guys, hugged Mickey and said something after Mickey was nominated, like, welcome to the party. No, I got to give Kelly credit where credit is due. And that's some good instigating.
I'm reverting back to my high school days of instigating. Like, I loved instigating. I was such a problem.
Oh no.
I was such a problem. I'm good at instigating. I love it. Makes me happy.
Yeah, he's doing that.
So she said something like, welcome to the club or welcome to the party. And Ashley goes, oh my God. Her smiling, Kelly smiling and telling Mickey, welcome to the club or welcome to the party is crazy. Ashley is now starting to do too much. And I'm worried for Ashley because she was doing really well. It seemed like her and Will were on the same page that Mickey was doing the most. And that if I thought Will and Ashley were at a point yesterday, it seemed like that if Morgan and Mickey are going to sync their games, mainly Mickey, because they really want to work with Mickey, then that's on her. And they are not going to take the fall for Mickey. And if Mickey has to be a casualty of this, then she's got to dig herself out. But Ashley lost the memo today. She lost the plot and she's back to Captain Save a Mickey. All right. So she is worried that Rachel will now pawn Will or Ashley. And I'm like, what? And she's like, it's giving savage. Will told Ashley that he loves Mickey to death, but Mickey was doing things we didn't know about. She was saying all these things, doing stuff, making deals over there, taking Riley's HOH, working with Riley, protecting Catherine. Like she's doing shit. Will and Ashley think that Mickey says things and she doesn't remember that she says them. Like now, she was going so hardcore after Rachel before the HOH. And then, she was like, you got to put her up. If you guys win, you got to put her up. So I was like, okay, they get it. But then the more Ashley talks, I'm like, does Ashley really get it? Because Ashley spends most of the day after Noms questioning Rachel, the HOH, and her decision. Telling Rachel, hey, hopefully we can win the veto and like take Mickey off the block and put someone else up. Hopefully we can all work together. And just kind of gaslighting Rachel. And what sucks is Ashley is saying things to Rachel that unfortunately saying things that aren't true and saying, oh, I never heard her say that. But Rachel knows that Ashley witnessed this behavior from Mickey because they had talked about it previously or they were there and they both saw it. Like Ashley's just, that's not good. It's not good. Whatever is going on with Ashley today. And it could be a lot of things because Ashley actually had, she's had some tummy issues, I think they were saying. And this, you guys, this is Ashley talking to Rachel in the HOH room. And I don't know if you'll notice, but on the back of her pants, she had toilet paper on the back of her pants, you guys. Yeah. Apparently she's like, oh my God. And she didn't realize it for like an hour into this conversation with Rachel. And then all of a sudden she's like, oh my God, I put toilet paper down on the seat. And I think my butt sucked it up or my pants. Why didn't someone tell me? And so Twitter, everyone screenshotting this, like, holy shit, Ashley. Like this, I thought at first I didn't even notice. It looked like it was like, oh, is that just a part of her shirt? See in the back there, little tail, little duck tails, a woo. And then when she pulled it out, when her and Rachel finally know, she's like, oh my God. And then she held on to it for a while and like looked at it and then threw it away. And I don't know if she washed her hands and then her and Rachel like high-fived twice. And I'm like, oh my God, go wash your hands. Like she literally had that much toilet paper hanging out of her butt. Now, when she said, oh, I put the toilet paper down on the seat. Do you think she puts the toilet paper down on the seat every time she uses the bathroom at the house? I mean, I do that if they don't have toilet seat covers at like public restrooms. But I don't know if I would do that every day if I lived in the Big Brother house. But apparently her ass just took it with her. So Ashley's something's going on. Again, like Anita said earlier, maybe it's just that Jimmy left the gas on when he left the house. And it's really getting to Ashley. Allegedly. Because she got toilet paper butt and she's trying to save Mickey's game. Mickey's not even trying to save Mickey's game. You know what I mean? Like Mickey's doing a horseshit job. But here we have Ashley. Oh my gosh, Ashley. So let me get back to what they were doing, what they were talking about. Oh my gosh. So Morgan. Oh God. Morgan's still crying. Morgan goes to cry to Ashley and Will. Then Rachel awkwardly enters. She hugs Ashley and apologizes to Will. She tells them, I'm sorry, guys. I really tried. I talked to Mickey for like an hour and a half. And then she leaves. And this is, I think, then when Ashley goes up to the HOH room to have a conversation with her a little bit later. But first, she walks in on Morgan crying about being nominated, among other things, and Zach to Will and Ashley. And then Rachel enters, like I said, awkwardly, and then was like, I'm sorry. And Morgan's like, you don't have to apologize. And it's like, she wasn't apologizing to you, Morgan. She's apologizing to Ashley because she knows that Ashley didn't want her to put Mickey on the block because she wanted to try to still work with Mickey in their group. But she's like, I tried. I talked to her for an hour and a half, but she's faking the funk, okay? Rachel confronts Keanu about what Mickey said before Noms. Keanu denies it and says, Mickey's grasping at straws. And Rachel says, I know. I'm not stupid. I know what's going on in the game. Rachel says, listen, I'm training you, Keanu, because when the challenge calls, this will be harder. With people are lying even more on the challenge. And then Keanu pretends that he doesn't give a fuck about the challenge. And you know he does. He's like, I don't give a fuck about the challenge. I want to win Big Brother. And then he continues to pretend, well, how does the challenge work? What is it exactly? And I'm like, oh, please, you know what it is. And he tries to, again, convince Rachel that he's not like an alpha bro. Is not like a muscle man. Keanu tells Rachel her noms were awesome. He's like, bro, your noms were awesome. Keanu says, you know, if she leaves, everyone else scrambles. And we coast top 6. I think he's talking about Mickey or Morgan, but I think it was Mickey. And Rachel says, well, Keanu, expect the unexpected. You never know. Kelly enters the bathroom and apologizes to Rachel. And they talk more about how Mickey is grasping at straws. Now, Rachel knows now that Kelly is, in fact, being messy, doing the most like she does, talking behind Rachel's back. Rachel even telling her about how she felt iced out when Mickey on purpose made the grilled cheese sandwiches and didn't give any food to Rachel and ate it in front of her. On the pettiest of petty thing to do, that Kelly went and told Mickey this. Because as much as Rachel's been trying to make headway with Kelly, and they'll have these moments where Kelly's like, I'm sorry, Rachel, that in the beginning I was like not believing in ya, or I might not have been nice, or I might have wished death upon you or something, you know, but yeah, we can work together now. Kelly don't know. Kelly don't know how to be loyal. These hoes ain't loyal. Kelly's still talking about Adrian. I'm like, who is that man? I have no idea who that man is. She's like, I remember Adrian. I'm like, not really. Remember when he was not, don't care. So Rachel's like, yeah, all right. She knows how Kelly is, but I think she's just like, she's literally like sharing information that's so ridiculous, but okay. Keanu then tells Rachel that her speech was savage, her nomination speech. And Rachel's like, it was, didn't feel savage. He goes, at the end. Apparently at the end of her speech, Rachel tells Mickey, you're trying to control the house and I can't have that. And they were like, oh, bro, that was savage. Okay. And she's like, oh, okay, thank you. Ashley talks to Rachel in the HOH room with toilet paper in her pants that she doesn't see until well into the conversation. Like, well, I don't know how she didn't feel it, but here we are. It's okay. Sometimes my ass falls asleep. And as my ass grows, I can't feel as much. I'll be honest with you guys. Okay, I get it. Circulation. So she talks to her and she's like, oh, Rachel, I wish you didn't put up Mickey. She's like, oh, Mickey is such a better ally to them than fucking Keanu, who's trying to play you guys all against each other. So Ashley's main argument is Keanu is playing you guys all against each other. He's the real problem. We need to get rid of him. Okay, Mickey is a better ally to us than Keanu. And Rachel says, no, Mickey's a better ally to you, Ashley. Okay. Ashley's like, yeah, but Keanu is a liar. And he's just setting you up. And I've never heard that Mickey wanted to go after you. Okay. And the only reason now that we know that Mickey wanted to do that was because of what Keanu told them. And I'm like, oh, Lord, Ashley, don't go too hard in the paint for these two messy messers. Because it's going to make you look really, really sus. Okay? And Rachel's like, what? And Ashley's like, no, I've never heard them say they wanted to go after you. What? What? No, that they've even admitted it now. Rachel told Ashley she talked to Mickey for a really long time. And she tried. She tried to wrap her head around everything that she had been hearing about Mickey and Mickey wanting to target her. But it was just in the end, because she said Mickey wasn't gonna even come to her before Noms. She's like, and in the end, after talking to her and everything, the main thing is like she wasn't even gonna talk to him before Noms. I had to pull her for a chat. Like it just, I don't believe it. And Ashley tells Rachel that again, Keanu's basically pinning Mickey, Morgan, and you against each other, so that you go head to head and he just skates to the end. And Kelly's a shit stirrer too. And what she said to Mickey during the nominations ceremony was just to get Mickey riled up. And Rachel's like, yeah, I mean, Rachel knows these things. And she also knows that she has made a final two with Keanu. And she might want to go to the end with him. And their final two might be called Frenemies or Fire and Ice. But Rachel said she prefers the name Frenemies. And I don't think Ashley knows all of that information. Mickey goes and confides to Catherine, because that's always a good idea. Your new friend, Catherine. I mean, Mickey, what are you doing? And she starts venting to Catherine and says, how could Rachel say I'm running a game? What game am I running? I only won HOH one time, and I took it from Riley. I'm not running the game. What is he talking about? Mickey is telling Catherine that she feels like, she's like, I feel like I'm just starting to play this game, actually. Mickey then tells Catherine she feels like it makes no sense. And now I just want to get rid of Rachel even more. She feels like everyone used logic in their HOH, even Ava. But Rachel didn't. So Mickey says, yeah, everyone else's HOH, like mine and Jimmy's and Vince's and Lauren's, we use logic. Ava sorta, but not Rachel. I'm like, what? Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think the woman who voted out her own ally stole the power from a guy only to then protect the guy and his girlfriend because she thinks he looks like Brad Pitt or something, when he looks like Brokeback, not even like Brokeback Mountain, but just like a broke pit, like a broke peach pit, a broke armpit. Okay. And then votes out her own ally. Gets to say, I don't think you know what logic is, maybe. She's like, everyone used it in their HOH. Even Ava. Even Ava's a mess. Ava arguably has had the best HOH yet. Like, not even arguably, she just has. And now Rachel, so far so good. We'll see. But she's like, no, Rachel, hers doesn't make any sense. There's no logic. Mickey said she thinks this is freaking nuts. These nominations of Rachel's are ridiculous. They don't make any sense. I think they do. And she says, I thought for sure Keanu would go up. But this is freaking insane. And I'm going to have to pull myself off the block. Mickey tells Catherine. Catherine's like, okay. Can you save me from Riley? What? I can't hear you, Catherine. Help. But I'm sorry, Catherine. Are you saying hello? Adele? What are you naming one of Rachel's kids? No. Help me. Hug you? Forget it. Riley's great. He's really sexy. Sexy. He's really attractive. I think his penis touched me on accident. And I just, what? You need a pen? No, forget it. Forget it. So Catherine has bigger fish to fry. Like, she's just like, oh my God. Oh my God. Rachel and Ashley continue to talk. Ashley is just vouching for Mickey too much. She is just vouching for her too much. as Mickey is debriefing Kat on how she feels, her worries, and basically making sure that Kat and Riley are still on her side. Mickey, again, like I said, she said she wanted to get Rachel out, like even more now than she did before. And she's like, Rachel's moves don't make no sense. Mickey then goes to Ava and is crying. Ava, Ashley, and Will about Rachel nominating her for eviction. And let me just play some of the best stuff. I put a little compilation together. I'll make it into a short video soon. But right now, here is some of the things Mickey has said in the last 24, 48 hours about Miss Rachel Riley. The first part is pre herself being nominated. And this is her talking to like Will, Ashley, people like that. So this is her pre-nominations, and I'll play some post-nomination audio.
I'm gonna be nice. But if you can't, make it great. That's the thing. Like, I don't think she understands. Like, I'm not keeping. No. Like, I'm not gonna sit there and fight with you and be besties the next day. I will literally cut you down, and you will look really embarrassed on national television in front of your husband and your children. I don't want to do that. Yeah. Just like, don't come for me. I've been supportive of you since day one. Yeah. You're not one of these kids. I'm not. No, you're not one of the kids. At all. I was just nervous. And I was like, you're not one of the kids. You're not a 22, 23 year old. You're not going to intimidate me. Nah. And you're not going to plant seeds. Because if that's the case, it's a different game now. Everybody's been trying to put her up for forever. I wanted her in jury since day one. So the assumption is that she still obviously wants Vinny to go, I assume. I guess. It seems like she just wants all of us to go. Us four. Because I think each one of us, including me, are people that keep her from where she wants to go because none of us want her.
Okay, so that's pre nominations. WB88 says, production B alert, Riley took Kat to bed. I guess last night was the first night that Kat shared a bed with Riley because he has just been like, the pressure is real, and he pouts and gets mad at her and gives her the silent treatment because she hasn't previously wanted to sleep in the same bed with him. She wants to take it slow, and he's like, I'm gonna marry you, girl, even if you don't want to. Even if you say no, I'm gonna marry you, girl. Yeah, Riley just wants to get laid. Apparently, the streets are talking. The internet streets are talking. And not only does Riley maybe have a baby on the way, but he already has a baby, allegedly. Again, these are just allegations. But there are other creators on TikTok who have been like digging into this, and they were saying that Riley has had, a baby mama come forward, and apparently he doesn't want to pay for the baby, allegedly. That's just what they're saying. And she's been asking for money, and he just wants to drink and meet chicks. So Catherine, when he's crying the other day, and when Catherine's like, no one's ever treated me this well, and he was like, Rrr. I was like, he is crying in the shower because he knows he's fraudulent. Deep down in that dark soul, he knows that, oh my God, Catherine is going to find out that I am possibly have two. I might be a baby daddy to two that I'm allegedly not taking care of or paying for or don't want to pay for. And he's got baby mamas out there talking shit on the internet. This is all alleged again. I haven't talked to any of these people. These are just allegations. People keep sending me stuff, and I love it. Thank you. I'm not like, oh, don't send me. Thank you. But it's just... So I think he knows in the back of his head that like Catherine's going to find out, and she's going to be like, what? Girl, run. Girl, run so fast. Put on your Nikes and run. Get out of there. Yeah, that BB check is about to get garnished. If these are true and he's got two kids, sir, and he just wants to, I feel like he just wants to trap Catherine to raise the babies he doesn't want so he can go meet other bitches. Like, he's like, I got to get my freak on, okay? And I need a nice lady to help me raise these kids. Do you have any money? Because the mamas are asking for money, allegedly. And then he's hoping he can like manipulate Catherine enough. Like he has the house to keep him in there because they think America loves him and it's his make-a-wish. That she will already have agreed to marry him. He's asking, the DR, we don't need any more toilet paper. What we need is a justice of the peace to marry me and Catherine. He's trying to get that stepmommy for his kids, so he doesn't got to do any of the work. Oh my goodness. So he knows. Yeah, put on your Nikes and run. Oh my God. Right? Amy says, can you believe how shocked Kat is going to be? I feel so bad for her already. Me too. Oh, Lordy, Lordy. Angela Clark-Little said he's probably thinking he needs to knock her up before the season is. Kat, please don't let his ding-a-ling go in your baby door. Apparently, that Floribama Shore sperm is very potent. Too potent. DGF says all of those tears and emotional manipulation got him in last night. Yep. Got him in the bed. He had to cry. Like, this dude is crying in the shower because that's the best place to, fake cry because you got water, you got some tears. There you go. Oh my gosh. There's an article about it. I think someone might have sent it to me, but if someone doesn't mind sending it to me again, I'd appreciate it. Lana K, I am with you. Lana or Lana, apologies if I'm mispronouncing your name. I do not get the appeal at all. Miss, at all. Too potent, Star Girl. That shit gets close to you and you're like, oh my God, I'm 6 months pregnant. But he just stood next to me. Like, it is the dumbest sperm is the most potent. It's just, I've lived on this earth long enough, and some of the dumbest sperm I've ever seen just like procreates like a mug. Like, just holy shit. The ones you don't want are just very, very fertile. Don't let him in the baby door. Don't let him in there. Okay. Dear Lord Sky Daddy, may Catherine get her period from now until the end of the game. And I know you can still technically, some women have gotten pregnant on their period, but give her period and close that baby door. Close it up. Lock it up. Okay. Comfortably. Let it sew itself shut. Oh my gosh. I do too, DT. I do too. I think she's got a little crushy on him. Oh my God. Don't let him in the back door. That dumb ass sperm is so potent. He got that dumb, stupid sperm. It's so potent, it'll get you in the butt. It'll get you in the butt too. Allegedly, obviously, for entertainment purposes. That dummy sperm is trying to survive. It is like, I am the tiger. Like, it's crazy. The dumbest people I know have the most potent sperm. The most. Okay. So this is Mickey before. We listened to that. Talking shiz. And now this is post being nominated. She's crying. She's crying.
Y'all begged me to send Kylie home. I knew we should have sent her. I didn't send her. I knew we should. And Rachel begged me to send her home. She begged me to send her home. She said she couldn't do it. She couldn't last in this game. And I said, Rachel, yes, you can. And I didn't send her home. I know. And she puts me up. She literally just had me upstairs saying, Vicky, all that stuff that you're saying is not true. I've never been coming for you. I love you. All this other stuff. And I'm not going to come for you. Can we do a reset? Can we restart? Do you forgive me? I'm like, yes, Rachel, I forgive you. I get it. It's BB paranoia. And she said, I'm not coming for you. I would never come for you. I know how much you mean to Will. I would never do that. And then you do. You still put me up there. That's fucked up.
You guys got to see Ava's face. She's like, so she's just crying. Mickey's like, I should have got rid of Kelly. Yes, Mickey, do you remember you were HOH and you could have got rid of Kelly? Kelly, who now is a problem for you and Morgan, who you guys are like, oh, we can't stand Kelly, Keanu. You had the power to take them out. I mean, Keanu, he takes himself off, but you had the power to do that. But instead, you got rid of Jimmy. Someone who probably wouldn't have done this to you. According to him, he's like, I would have never even come for Mickey or Morgan until I absolutely had to. But here you are. And then she's like, and then Rachel begged me. She begged me to put her up because she couldn't do it anymore. She had a moment of weakness or it was strategy. We don't know yet. And I couldn't do it. I gotta do? Now she puts me on the block. Mickey, weren't you just less than 24 hours ago planning Rachel's demise with Morgan and telling everyone they better put her up? You better put Rachel up. If you win HOH, you better put. So you're only mad because Rachel beat you to the punch. Rachel put you up before you could put her up. That's really why you're crying. You don't feel betrayed. You feel got. You got.
She doesn't like when I cook, and people like it better. It's like it's so many different things. I don't care. I care, but it's like I don't care about her feelings anymore. Like I try to be so nice. Like she feels like she's the oldest one in the house and all this other stuff. It's just like, girl, you are. You shouldn't be here. Go home to your children.
Hello, I'm older.
No, but you know you.
So Mickey keeps bringing up Rachel's children. Like she made a comment about how Rachel is still the low down manipulative chick she was 15 years ago. Husband and kids don't change that. I will tear you apart and tear you down in front of your kids and husband. I don't want to have to do that, but that's what I will do. She says, now she's like, you are too old. You are 41 years old. You need to go home to your kids. Oh, Mickey. I don't think Rachel's going to want to be your friend after this. Like she's really going in on her.
So many different things. I don't care. I care, but it's like I don't care about her feelings anymore. Like I try to be so nice. Like she feels like she's the oldest one in the house and all this other stuff. It's just like, girl, you are. You shouldn't be here. Go home to your children.
Hello, I'm older.
No, but you know you look young.
She's like, you are too old to be here. Mickey, aren't you like 35? Girl, 41 is right around the corner. Okay, I hate to break it to you, but you're talking like you're 22, like you're Lauren. Like, oh my God, 41 is like forever. 41 is tomorrow for you, ma'am. It is tomorrow. She's like, you are too old to be here. 41. I personally take offense because I'm 45 as well. But it's just like, okay, we get it. You're mad. Cool story. But you can't be saying that when you're damn near 40 yourself. Okay. And Mickey previously was like, Rachel says she's 40, but she's really 41. Just like I say I'm 30, whatever, but I'm 30, but I'm really 35 or 36. And then Will says, wait a minute, I'm 50. She goes, yeah, but you don't look it. She looks it. She looks damn near dead. Like, let's listen.
Like she feels like she's the oldest one in the house and all this other stuff. It's just like, girl, you are. You shouldn't be here. Go home to your children.
Hello, I'm older.
No, but you know you look younger. Let's be honest. Talking about she's 40, she's 41. Let's be honest. All that lying y'all be doing. Oh, you like Rachel, you don't look a day over 26. You're a 26-year-old lie. She was 15 years ago.
I wish I watched her season.
Nasty, manipulative, and conniving. And I'll say that to her face. 2 kids and a husband does not make you a better person.
I don't understand. Like, I get it. You're mad. You say things when you're mad. Okay, fine, whatever. But I don't get why she keeps bringing up the 2 kids and the husband. If only, like Killian was saying that she's a little jelly because she talks about, you just kept on telling Rachel, like, I'm envious. You have such a nice life. And then Rachel's like, well, I'm envious because you're a wonderful businesswoman and we can help each other. I can learn from you, in business, and then I can help, or you can teach me business and I can help you find a man. And they kind of joke about that. And then any chance Mickey has gotten in the last week or so, she has brought up Rachel's kids and husband. And it's kind of weird. Yes, Rachel talks about them a lot, but the way you're talking about them is like, it's almost like it's gone beyond game now. Like for what? It'd be one thing if Rachel was like Riley and she allegedly had kids out there she wasn't caring for and trying to impregnate someone else in the house to raise the kids that he allegedly doesn't pay for and doesn't want to care for. That'd be one thing. But it's weird. And Stargirl, yes. Poor Will was like, hold up, I'm 50. You mean we can't be here? Yeah, there's no hate like Christian love. And the problem is Mickey is saying, remember when Mickey was hating on Jimmy and saying like, oh yeah, this like faith-like stuff. It's like, is that what Jesus would do? Would Jesus be talking like that? I mean, maybe just don't bring up the faith in the game. Because even Keanu kind of calls Mickey out, and they cut the feed so fast when Keanu said this. He was in the bathroom and I caught the end of it, but he said, what happened to Miss, or no, what did he say? Oh, I thought I wrote it down. Ashley. Okay, Rachel and Ashley. Keanu said something. did he say? Okay. What happened to Miss? I will tear you down in front of. No, that's not what he said. I'll find it. He said something and they cut right away. Like, what happened to, or I'm going to play like an honest Christian game or something, he said. And then the feed cut. We'll be right back. But that's why you can't say that shit. Because Big Brother, it's this separation of church and Big Brother. Because you're lying to see all the things. So don't even bring that shit up. It's just weird. Mickey is big mad. She is big mad. But it's interesting that she keeps bringing up the husband and the kids thing. And then Mickey will tell Rachel how it's something she really wants. It's weird. Yeah, the faith-based gameplay. Is this faith-based gameplay? Because if that's it, I would kill it at faith-based gameplay. Because I can be mean. I can be petty. I can do all the things. I can be, I can roast people up all day. But I also don't come on my channel and go, this is a faith-based channel where I talk shit on people. And Jesus approves. Hallelujah. I don't say that, So it's interesting. Right? It does feel a little bit like that, like performative, Annie says. It's like they're sucking up to Julie with the religious nonsense. Like she watches this. Julie don't give a shit. Julie barely shows up to work. Julie's got to keep an eye on her husband, Les Moonves, and his wandering wiener and alleged harassment. Okay? So she's busy staying with a whole predator. Allegedly, obviously. So, oh my God. Alarmed. Given says, these noms were such a boss move from Rachel. They really were. Mm-hmm. They really were. Okay. Back to what else they were talking about today. All right. Ashley, like I said, vouching for Mickey too hard. Mickey to Ashley, Ava, and Will. Rachel is exactly what we heard in this clip. She says she's exactly who she was 15 years ago. Nasty, manipulative, and conniving. I will say that to her face. 2 kids and a husband doesn't make you a better person. And that she's not misconstrued. And in the words of Mickey herself, don't misconstrue her. Michelle, thank you for the super chat. Michelle says, I'm really enjoying this. Thank you. Mickey has to be number 1. Rachel is number 1. Oh, so you think it's like, hey, jealousy. Hey, jealousy. I mean, it kind of sounds like it. Angie, thank you so much. I don't know if I read this one already, but Angie says, Ava was sleeping right above Mickey and Ashley, while Ashley was giving Mickey the entire download of her combo with Rachel. Do we think she heard it? Yeah. I hope so. I think so. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Realification says, it just came to me. Riley is chasing Catherine like Caleb chased Amber in BB16. How did that turn out? Oh, poor Amber. He really brought down her game. Lady Jane, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Oh my gosh. Like, Ashley's at the point where she's doing too much and she's going to sink her own game for Mickey. And the crazy part is Mickey disrespects Ashley. Like, I was just talking about this yesterday. Like, it's her job. Look at my producers in the back fighting or wrestling. It's Mickey and Morgan's friendship. But really, Mickey talks such shit to Ashley, talks down to her, treats her like shit. And she's like, oh, she does it under the guise like, oh, Ashley's like one of my little sisters. It's like, I hope you don't treat your little sisters like that as an adult. She's like, do you ever shut up? She just treats Ashley like she's the dumbest piece of dumb that ever dumbed. And here Ashley is sinking her whole damn game. That's what Mickey said earlier. Misconstrue. Oh, God. So I'm just like, Ashley, don't do it. But she just keeps doing it. Ashley talking to Rachel, she says, Mickey does tell me a good amount of stuff, and she never once said she was targeting you. Do you really believe she told Keanu that? Because I don't believe that. Ashley, you and Will have talked about this. The gaslighting she's trying to do to Rachel, and Rachel knows. And you guys have had these conversations in front of Rachel before, like, what are you doing, Ashley? Get the toilet paper out of your butt and let's get back to regular Ashley. Come on now, Ash. Oh gosh, it's so bad. Let's see. Ashley's trying to convince Rachel to save Mickey with the veto to make things right.
Huh?
Oh, and she was doing this for so long, you guys. I was like, leave the HOH room now, please. And then I think it was Mike Bloom tweeted the picture of, or retweeted the picture of Ashley with toilet paper coming out of her pants. And he said the effectiveness of the argument that Ashley was laying out in front of Rachel was definitely lessened by the toilet paper sticking out of her pants. Ashley's like, God, we got to use the veto. We got to hope the veto's used. She's saying this to the HOH who just made her noms. What? Mickey and Morgan are now setting their sights on Ava. Mickey and Morgan decided today, you know who is sketchy? Not us. It's fucking Ava.
You better not.
Yes, Ava's the sketchy one. The Delulu and projection from these two is crazy. They're like, Ava's so sketchy, right? We can't trust her. Paranoid androids. Like these two ladies keep, oh God. There's more hot takes from Mickey and Morgan. Morgan, again, whips out, here, let me show you the bracelet. This is the bracelet that Morgan kept. She whipped out this bracelet that Zach left behind that he confirmed with Sharon Tharp was supposed to be in the trash as a shitty bracelet. Didn't think anyone would want it. Forgot to put it in the trash. What? Morgan's wearing it. Ha ha ha. That's hilarious. Remember he said, it's gross. It's falling apart. And Morgan says she almost gave it to Lauren, but now she's keeping it because that's what Zach would want. Keanu talked to Vince to tell Vince that Mickey tried to throw him under the bus. And she did. And that she was grasping at straws. But the problem was, like I mentioned earlier, Keanu, if he says something, he says, if I say it about you, I'm going to tell you. And I actually told Rachel about what she tried to throw me under the bus about 3 days before. So sorry, Mickey. Rachel already knew this stuff. He tells Vince, this is a chess game with people. And I'm just better at the chess game than Mickey and Morgan, who both were throwing him under the bus. Keanu says, this is when the feeds cut because he said, he says, it's crazy that she would behave like that. I mean, I thought she wanted to play an honest game. And then he made a voice. He's like, I'm playing an honest game. And then the feeds were like, goodbye, we'll be right back. I'm playing a Christ-like faith-based game. Ashley still riding too hard for Mickey. And even Morgan. And it is literally about to make her a target. She definitely, her goal, I think, is she wants to keep her little family together till the end. And she wants Vince to go over them, which that's fine. Understandable. Okay. But Mickey and Morgan have like made their own beds at this time. Like you can, advocate for them not to be the target, but to completely advocate that they shouldn't have went on the block when they knowingly were going after Rachel. And Ashley tries to justify this to Rachel, saying, first I told you that I never heard them say that, but I also think they're only saying it because of what Keanu told them. But also I think Keanu's lying and they never said it. But also I think they were just doing that because they heard something from Keanu. And he's pitting you guys against each other. So clearly, and I'm just like, Ashley's doing too much. Morgan tells Ashley that Lauren has no backbone. This is when Morgan starts telling her about the no backbone. And that she pitched Riley to her after Morgan told Lauren that Lauren would be a backup for her. She'd use her as a pawn and put her on the block. And Lauren wasn't like thrilled about that. She wasn't like, yay! And now she believes Lauren is actually the one leaking information back to Rachel that Morgan has told her. So now not only is Lauren spineless, she didn't help save Zach, but she's also leaking information back to Rachel. And about Morgan wanting, I think, to put like Rachel on the block, among other things. Morgan is also going around telling everyone how Lauren didn't do shit, like I said, to save Zach. She did everything. And now she's on the block. That's all that work. And what did it get me? Why did I do it? For the dick. Morgan said she's been told Morgan said that Zach and Vince, she told them they're too googly-eyed over Lauren. And she doesn't do shit. She says Lauren doesn't even play the game. She's got no spine. Morgan said she threw Keanu straight under the bus. She's like, oh, girl, I threw Keanu straight under the bus when I was on the HOH with Rachel. And Kelly's fighting for her life right now. Mickey's talking mad shit about Rachel, like some of the clips I was playing, bringing her family into it, saying she's the same person she was 15 years ago, conniving, liar, marriage, children, doesn't change shit. Meanwhile, Morgan's like, I still love Rachel. She's telling people, whether she means it or not, I don't know. But Mickey's like, screw that chick. She sucks. She's conniving. She's a B. And Morgan's like, I still like her. I'm just glad it's game and not personal. Okay, I don't like being on the block. But if Rachel does want to work with me and Mickey and stuff going forward, and Ashley again, and if, we're all safe, well, then I'll still work with her. I still love that girl. Now, she was saying this to Ashley, so it could just be lip service. But at least she's trying to pretend she doesn't hate Rachel to Rachel's allies or their mutual somewhat allies, where Mickey's just like, ugh, I hate her. She's horrible. She's a bad person. So it's interesting. They're different strategies on this one. And Ava tells Rachel, Ava and Rachel have had some good conversations. And I'm grateful that Ava and Rachel have each other in this game, because Ava and Rachel were talking in the HOH room. And Ava explains what happened to Mickey in this game. And it was one of the first times that I was like, oh yeah, that's like exactly what happened. Just breaking it down very simply. Ava says Mickey went BB crazy. Okay, it's that simple. Rachel, it's like, I'm telling you, she went BB crazy. She felt that power, and then she got paranoid, and she overplayed. And Ava is like, it's as simple as that. She had that power, she got paranoid, she overplayed. Rachel said she was calling all the shots, and Rachel wasn't even able to make orange salmon, like we talked about, according to Mickey. She's like, you can't make your orange salmon. And then Rachel told Ava about how Mickey made everyone grilled cheese but her. And she knows that's what Mickey does when she's mad, because she did it to Keanu and she told Rachel about it. Rachel tells Ava that she told the grilled cheese story to Kelly, and Kelly went and told Mickey. And then the story got back to Rachel via Mickey from Kelly telling her. And Ava was like, oh my God, Kelly's such a snake. So they both agree that Kelly's a snake, which, yeah, Kelly is a snake. She's really loyal to no one except Adrian. And maybe now Vince a little bit. No, Riley. Riley's the most now. Now she's like, her new Adrian is Riley. Because remember, Vince voted Adrian out. So now she's like, I'm going to get my revenge. I'll get my revenge on you. Oh, it's just such a mess. So Ava's like, oh my gosh, she's a snake. And Rachel's like, right? They talk about how it's hard to get Kelly out because she keeps winning the BB blockbuster. At least Ava said that. And Rachel's like, well, no, she lost one of them and we could have sent her out, but we didn't. They both talk about how bad of a social game Keanu and Kelly have, which is true. Kelly tells Lauren that Mickey and Morgan are avoiding her. And she says that they keep putting meat in every dish tonight. And Kelly's a vegetarian. So again, with the food, weaponizing the food. Mickey's now done it to Keanu, to Rachel, and now they're doing it to Kelly. Kelly's like, they're putting meat in everything. Sausage City Township over here, and I'm a vegetarian. She says they never had to make accommodations for her. Like, you don't have to, but they always have before. But now that they're mad at her, and not doing it tonight is something she took note of. She's like, oh shit, I'm in the doghouse with these chicks. The weaponizing the food is crazy. And then this guy who was allegedly on the show, Furniture with Nipples McGee, talk to Zay. How did he connect? I don't understand how Zach connected with Zay so much in the 2 days Zay was in the house. Like, I barely remember this man. And yet here we are. Like, what? What are you doing?
Win, baby. I want you to win. You hear me? You hear me? I'm gonna pray for you every night. Okay?
Yeah, it could be good for Rachel the way they're being to Kelly now, you guys, for sure. So all day's just been like hot mess express with Mickey in the HOH room, the longest conversation, pre-nominations, only for Rachel to come back, poker face and all, and still put Mickey on the block when Mickey thought she had talked herself off the block. Morgan is just lost in the sauce. She's still thinking about Zach wearing his broke down, nasty, stretched out garbage bracelet while Zach's outside of the house doing interviews and laughing at it and going, oh, I'm not laughing with you, Morgan. I'm laughing at you. Like, really? Morgan took the necklace? Ha, ha, ha. Like, he was just LOLing. He-and all the way home. All right. And Vince, I mean, Vince is kind of getting lost in the shuffle here of being on the block. I mean, he's still Vincing, you know. No, I want me. I've been trying for 10 years. That's why I don't have a job, you know. But really, Keanu's kind of got his back. He's got people, I mean, even Mickey and them telling them, you know, Vince isn't coming for you. Morgan's campaigning for him. So Vince is actually sitting kind of pretty. He's looking less of a threat or less conniving than Mickey and Morgan are making themselves look, which is crazy. Oh my goodness. Right. Who cares? Like, to see his, like, who cares? When he was like, Ashley's stupid because they were telling him that Ashley's an attorney. And what are you again, sir? Okay. Like, Ashley might be questionable gameplay today, but she's still in the house. Okay. Mm-hmm. And I have the same, like, how is Vince charming them? And that's what Rachel has the same question. Like, what is it about Vince that's charming them? I think there's just, unfortunately, we have some women this season, Morgan and Mickey, Kelly, just pick me city, just really craving that male attention, that male validation. And there's more women left in the house than men. And we could keep going that route, but the women are throwing each other under the bus, you know? And we all know it's the patriarchy. These chicks are like, give me more patriarchy. There's not enough patriarchy. The patriarchy. We love it. Oh my gosh. So we'll see. I'm going to jump in the chat and pull up some of you guys' comments. So sound off if you have some comments that I haven't been able to see or read yet. I'm going to read some and then we'll wrap it up. 2 hours. I just took so many notes today. I'm like, I'm going to go live, do a late night live with you guys, have some fun. Because the feeds today were good. I mean, they were good, but they were also frustrating and delusional. But I was glued to him. Alarm Given said, Vince's pathetic egg aura still sticking to him. Lowered his threat level. That costume did lower his threat level. Yes. It's the twirled up mustache, Bruce says. Yes, it is. It's just so, it's so, what is it? Captain Hook, you know? Love late night. Yes. Killian says, Lauren told Riley to keep his shirt on. Challenge. I love it. I've honestly, when Riley and Catherine have been on, I've been skipping those cameras for a while. I'm like, I'm not going to do it to myself. If something happens, people clip it, maybe I'll watch it, but I'm kind of done. Yes, thank you, Angela. Please hit the like, everyone. A free way to support Jolene and her channel. Thank you, Angela. I appreciate it. Oh, feeds are completely down now. We're getting a snore fest. Ugh. Just like Felicia says, what are they trying to hide from us?
Okay, I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to figure out why are they messing with the live feeds. We just keep getting we'll be right back. Every time somebody starts talking about something good, they turn the camera off. What don't they want us to know tonight?
Exactly, Mama Fee. DT Kells says Mickey was saying that Morgan is more attractive than Vinny's girlfriend. Wasn't that a couple weeks ago she was saying that too? And that he probably likes Morgan. You guys, I saw a picture and I don't like, they're both beautiful women. It's just weird to like, Mickey's weird for that. But I saw a picture of Vince's girlfriend and she's a stunner. Like, she's gorgeous. And Morgan's gorgeous. Mickey's like, they're all gorgeous. Like, why are we saying this in our fucking 30s? Grow the fuck up. It's so weird. Because she's like, well, I remember Mickey, I think it was Mickey saying something like, well, you know, Vince is, there's no way his girlfriend is as beautiful as you. And it's like, that's just weird to me. Like, why bring his girlfriend into it? Leave her alone. He already said, I talked to her and she said I could flirt if I needed to. And I already feel bad for her because she's probably paying for all the dates, allegedly, unless his mom gives him an allowance or something for not burning down the basement. But I already feel bad enough for this chick. And she's gorgeous. Here, I'll show you guys a picture of her. Someone posted it, I think on Instagram. One of the Big Brother spoiler accounts posted it. So, well, first we'll take a look at Ava and her little boyfriend, Caleb. Little Caleb. Oh my God. Also, speaking of boyfriends, I saw that today, Tyler Crispin, second place, BB20, and poor performance on BB All-Stars. Tyler, this is Ava and her boyfriend. But Tyler finally showed his girlfriend. They did a video on his YouTube channel, and it showed up in my algorithm. I clicked on it, and I was like, oh, I wonder who Tyler's girlfriend is because he has a baby now. Baby's adorable. And the woman started talking. I was like, he got himself a Minnesota girl. I could hear my accent. She's adorable. She's a flight attendant. They got a baby. They have a whole story. They decided to go public. I guess they've been together for quite a while. And they didn't want to put their business out there with their relationship. They've obviously put pictures and videos with their baby, but not really of her face or who she was. But he got himself a Minnesota girl. I was like, good for you. But I am biased, being a Minnesota girl myself originally. So, and she's so Minnesota. Oh my God. Her accent, I was like, yes. Right? In 2 seconds, I was like, that's a Minnesota lady. Mm-hmm. Thank you, buddy. A buddy said, why can't I click on it? Oh, buddy said, do you have the clip of Mama Fee talking in her sleep? I used to, but I don't think I have it anymore. I'm sorry. I don't. Let me look. I don't. I'd play F and Bowie Jane, but last time they copyright, I got a copyright or like a warning. I had to edit it out. So I don't want to play it again. Obviously I have her saying today. What? Saying today.
Whoa. Sorry.
Today.
Sorry.
And I have when she just read Cameron's game for Phil.
He might be fooling and take a damn Bowie Jane with him to the end.
Mm-hmm.
And all he's going to do is talk about how he had to battle his way back because everybody was against him.
Yeah.
He has no personality. He's such a follower. I just sit back and I watch him. And he wonders why he didn't naturally connect. His only connection is being HOH. Mm-hmm. That's what keeps people in the room with him. When he's not HOH, they don't stay in the room with him. And then as soon as he makes HOH, they get back in the room with him. I hope y'all is catching all of this. He ain't no damn player. He is not a master player. He has no personality. He has no nothing. He doesn't draw people to him. The only thing he has is the ability to win competitions. And half these guys aren't playing because they don't want to win, because they don't want to have to show their hand, because they don't want to piss anybody off. So,
like, iconic. So here's Vince's girlfriend. I guess she posted on social media, said first HOH when he won HOH. Of BB27 complete. Really appreciate the kind words and support for Vinny as he navigated a very tough week. I miss him so much and look forward to seeing more of his shenanigans as the season progresses. Unless that's his sister. I'm pretty sure it's his girlfriend. And she's a stunner. She kind of looks similar to Morgan in certain ways. So I don't know why Mickey and Morgan even do that comparison shit with other chicks. Like, no, thank you. And Vinny's hair looks good here. He looks like he got some Pantene Pro V hair. Okay. But since then, I think he got like an emo cut and he flat irons it. He's going to burn the shit out of it. But it looks good and healthy here. Bring the bob back. Bring the lob. So, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, Vince's girlfriend's stunning. So don't talk about the girlfriends and stuff. Like, they're not even... She's not playing the game. All right, it's not her fault her boyfriend's unemployed. Okay. She's probably tried to get him a job. She was like, Starbucks is always hiring. And they'll pay for tuition if you want to go back to school, sir. Patriotic says, I dated a Mankato boy. Ooh, Mankato. The Kato, LOL, but I still like you, Joleen. Mankato, that's a college town. I bet he liked a drink. I'm gonna buy you a drink. Ooh, okay. Yeah, pick me messes. Pick me messes. Right? He's got good hair. Like, put the beanie down. Bruce says, put the beanie down. DGF says, I was wondering if Vinny and Morgan are related with those large, dark eyes or arises. DGF. I don't know what arises are. Yeah, he's 35 plus. Okay. Because he wants some vagina. He's like, hey, we want some Giny. And then he got to sleep in the bed. And also, we talked about a little bit earlier, if you want to just rewind a little bit. Also, Riley was crying because he knows he's fraudulent. And he knows eventually Catherine, who he's gaslighting and love bombing right now and possibly holding hostage in a hostage manse, is going to find out. He has allegedly multiple baby mamas out there who are like, you owe me money, sir. Okay? You're spending all of your money on Miller High Life. And you need to spend the money on this baby's life. Allegedly, obviously. Oh, you guys are so smart. The plural of iris. Oh, the iris in your eye? The color portion of your eye. Sorry, DGF. My ignorance. I'm like, irises. Oh, yeah, your irises. I know. I've been talking for 2 hours and 12 minutes. I've talked myself stupid. Okay? I just Mickey'd myself. I think that has multiple meanings. Okay. Yeah, Lana. Riley's a stage 5 clinger. Lady Jane says Vinny may be the son of an old rock star and living off his daddy's. Maybe. I mean, they live right outside of LA. Could be like a Nepo baby situation. Apparently, Kat told him Kat did tell him she wanted to slow things down. And then he cried. Someone get in there and save that lady. Okay, she is 22 years old and she is with a full weirdo Aquarius manipulator. So get the restraining order started, Kat's family. Sorry, DJ. I was trying to think of a beer. I always say PB Army. PB Army ASAP. What is Miller? The champagne of beers. Catching strays. Apologies to the champagne of beers. Okay, we'll say Stroh's. Anyone remember Stroh's? Red Dog. Something like that. I'm trying to think. That guy probably drinks moonshine, but really it's just like toilet water. But it's been potty. I don't know. I'm just getting gross now. It gets you drunk. Yeah, she does need to worry about that. Oh my God, right? North Van Amy. If Catherine saw Riley on the street, she would run. She wouldn't keep walking. Riley's got a face like you change the side of the street you're walking. You see that face coming at you, and you cross the street. That's what I'm just gonna say it. That's just the truth. You're like, oh shit. There's my eventual murder. And you leave. You're like, that's not my favorite murder. Let me just show you what I'm talking about here. Okay. That is. And he's probably got a shirt off. You know, he's just drunk, stumbling home from some bar. Didn't pay the tab. Allegedly, for entertainment purposes only. This guy comes looking at you. You cross the street and you pull out your mace. That's what you do. You try to remember all of the self-defense shit your dad taught you growing up. 1, 2, 3 buttons down, punch him, knock the wind out of him, go for the eyes. He's got to let go. Kick him in the nuts. You see this walking at you, you move. Change your address. Go into witness protection. You don't invite it to bed. You don't invite it to bed. I refuse to believe that. But here we are. Here we are, you guys. This is the guy that's smoking the cigarette butts off the ground in the street. He's relighting them. Okay, and he doesn't even have a lighter. He's using his fingers. But he's so drunk, he thinks his fingers are a lighter and his nails are long because he didn't cut them. Okay? This is a guy who's passed out of his own piss. Allegedly. Allegedly. And for entertainment purposes only. Okay? This guy has slept in a bed of his own urine on purpose. Do you know what I'm saying? Make it rain. He makes it rain, makes it rain, makes it rain on these hoes. But not in a good way. Not in a good way. He's got a lot of hair. Yeah, he does. But other than that, come on now. I see this coming at me. I'm gone. I am gone. I'm moving continents. I'm not even kidding. Like that. No, sir. Or I'm saying, do you need me to call an adult? Do you need some help? Okay. That's enough, Jolene. That's enough. Be nice. Why do you guys gotta be so mean? Why you gotta be so cruel? All right, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me for this very special late night breakdown with Jolene. Spoilers and fun. Roast, recap, reaction. Hopefully you guys had a good time. I had a good time with all of you. We were 600 to 700 strong throughout the live. So hopefully we can hit 700 likes, maybe even 1,000 if we're lucky. You guys are killing it. Thank you so much for liking. Please subscribe. We're on our way to 50K. And follow me on social media if you haven't already. Instagram and the TikTok, where I'm posting more shorts, Big Brother related things, other comedy related things. I'm working my way to 10K on there. Instagram, I'm getting closer. TikTok, we're far away, but one day we'll get there. Shout out to all my super chatters today. Buddy, Elizabeth, Realification, Shine, Cheryl, Angie Perez, Lady Jane, Michelle Corley, and Buddy, thank you for the super chat. Buddy says, Riley looks like a Dateline NBC baddie. Yeah. He's a baddie with a fatty collar daddy. Like yeah. He's something all right. Oh, God. Somebody save Catherine. Save her now. Save her soon and save her often. You guys are amazing. 3 a.m. Shout out to Minnesota and everywhere you are. Always remember to enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. Bye.